Sega Saturn Shiro.
Damn.
Did you see that shit?
You dodged everything.
Did you see this Home Alone 2 Lost in New York shit?
Ridiculous.
That Donald Trump. Let me show you the way to Times Square.
I think it was the bathroom, wasn't it?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. All I know is Donald
The
Trump.
movie was garbage.
Well, we were watching Die Hard 3 on Spike TV, which turned a 2-hour movie into a 6-hour movie.
Yeah, oh. No words. No words from that.
Have you ever watched Die Hard 3? No, it's exhausting. There's a reference to Donald Trump in that movie, and it was weird because he was running for president at the time we were watching the movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
In fact, he may actually have already been elected president by the time we were watching that movie.
Scary. Scary thought.
Scurry.
Sad.
Sad.
You stop saying sad.
Fake news.
Sad. They are fake news.
and / or gay.
And now there's that whole shit about the DNC being corrupt.
Well,
like that.
I mean, those emails leaked a long time ago. We all knew they pinched.
We knew about it, but now
Buttery
details are just coming out.
That's the one thing that makes me laugh is just going butter emails, and I just go butter emails. Meals slathered in margarine.
Yeah. I love how, like, a bunch of his staffers are all in trouble for the same shit they were giving Clinton a hard time for.
Oh yeah, the private email server and stuff like that.
It's fucking hilarious.
Is it server or is it just emails?
I don't care. I had to hear about your emails for 8 straight months. You just kind of lose interest. It's like, okay, yeah, she used private email server. She shouldn't have done that. Can we move on, please?
You forgiven for do.
I hate talking politics with my parents because, like, they never like discuss Trump. They always deflect it to Hillary.
As is their nature.
That's what baffles me about my family.
It's like, yeah, Hillary's not president.
Yeah, I'm like, she was a candidate. I don't know if she would have done better. Probably would have.
I certainly couldn't do a whole lot worse. Although,
like,
honestly, well, maybe that's not necessarily true because Trump hasn't done much of anything except make executive orders with no real purpose to them, like let's ban all the transgender troops in the military. Like, are there really enough of them to really impact anything?
No, there isn't. It's just the funny part. It's just like there's like 1,000.
That seems.
But they
high.
inflate their numbers.
There are fewer transgender people in this country than there are little people.
Yeah. And like they even inflate their numbers too.
Yeah. Them SJWs trying to make it seem
like there's 50,000 transgender in the military. Bullshit. It was like 1,000 at most.
That, yeah. Like actually transgender, or just like I'm gonna dye my hair blue and say I'm transgender so I fit in with the crowd in the college.
It is probably like the whole, oh, I just need the surgery, or whatever, the conversion.
Yeah.
The transition surgery or whatever. And that's why some of them go into the military, but you know, other people do normal people do the same thing. Wow, I shouldn't say normal people. I'm implying that transgenders aren't normal.
Well, they deviate from the norm.
The norm.
So
yeah.
I guess by that definition they aren't normal. They're not bad. It's not evil.
Yeah, what was it?
They're the worst.
In the words of the Shrek music, let your freak flag fly.
The fuck?
And in my immortal words, as long as you don't try to drag me into it, I don't give a shit what you do Saturday nights.
Even being live from New York?
What'd you say?
Even being live from New York?
Yeah, especially being live from New York these days.
SATURDAY.
Is Leslie Jones still on the cast? Thank you, not interested.
Oh, shots fired, but true.
The only time I've ever laughed at her in a sketch was the Kevin Roberts one, where her only line was just in a very stereotypically black voice going, "I'm high on bath salts." It's the only time she's ever made me laugh. And that was because I was already loosened up by Larry David's awesome Kevin Roberts.
You brought Larry David in there to get your
I'm the
whistle.
coolest bitch in town. I couldn't get a read on a guy in an orange suit claiming to be the coolest bitch in town. Why does Kevin Roberts have friends in a storyline? Can a bitch get a donut?
Oh my god. Who do I kill?
I'm
That
gonna
one.
kill everyone in that room. And then I'm gonna get that prototype swoop engine. And then I'm going to rescue Basila. And then we'll be off terrace. Alright. Lightning striking again.
That's a good song from the Thunder Force 4 album. That's a good one.
Thunder Force
That's actually
4.
it's the opening song to Thunder Force 4. And it's fucking kick-ass.
Oh, Kurt, I was gonna say, don't watch Angry Joe's review of Thor Ragnarok. It'll just get you really mad.
Well, most things Angry Joe does get me fairly upset.
He's normally pretty fair about like movies and like being critical of them, but goddamn, I don't know if it was just like he let the hype and like his obsession with Thor like take over him, but he was saying it was a perfect movie pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of, like, it's getting high praise, and, like, I don't hate the movie, I just, it wasn't, like, wasn't a great movie-going experience for me.
You don't think it was a 10 out of 10?
No, I'd say it's, like, I forgot to give my rating of it on the show today, but I think I gave it, like, a 6.3 out of 10.
Wow. I gave 8.5.
You were really generous with your rating scale.
Yeah. I don't think it was a good movie.
I don't think it's an 8.5 good movie.
I think it was.
That's like what I gave the first Avengers movie.
That was garbage. You know it. Joss Whedon took a shit on that franchise. Then he fucking took a line of coke in the alleyway and came in and started directing.
Yep.
He didn't even know what was going on to the scene.
It's not like that movie was 100% what it needed to be or anything. I'm not a slut with my ratings. I don't give out above a 7 willy-nilly. Has to be really good for me to give it above a 7.
Really good.
I don't think I've given a movie a 10 in maybe ever. I think I gave The Dark Knight a 9.5, and that's the highest I've rated a movie in the past 15 years.
Please. 9.5. Give it like a 6. Best.
Okay, Jake.
I think that was 9. That was the 9-worthy movie. However, I haven't seen it in a long.
So let me get this
time.
straight. Thor Ragnarok's an 8.5. And The Dark Knight's a 9 on your scale.
Yeah, it's like
Should
an
it be like a
exponential
15
scale.
on your scale?
It's like an exponential scale, okay? Don't think about the differences.
Like 6.3 isn't a bad movie. That's above average. Like 5 is an average movie. Below 5's, you know, below average.
Yeah, it also depends on your like criteria. Like depends on if somebody says like, oh, 5 is like a bad movie or.
Yeah, that's the problem with the
said-
review culture today. Is like if I don't give something above a 7, and even if I give something a 7, everyone's like, "Oh, you think it sucks?" No, I think it's a pretty good movie.
What about game review culture? That's even more fucked up.
Yeah, that's partially what I was referring to. But we don't review a lot of games on the show. I don't think I've given a number grade to a game ever in a review. Wait, no, I gave a number grade to Mass Effect Andromeda. That's right. Which I believe, if I recall correctly, I gave a 6.8 out of 10.
Not bad.
That's not a terrible game. It's just not a great Mass Effect game. I think and it was definitely not 5 years in development. That was 9 months in development, if that. I think if it didn't have to live up to the Mass Effect franchise expectations, it would have been a fine sci-fi game. Would have been Dragon Age Inquisition in space, which essentially is what it was. But I don't know. It's a game I spent a fairly enjoyable 32 hours completing and will probably never play again. Stop your clicking, Jake, and just equip your hockey jersey or whatever.
I'm not clicking.
Oh,
That's Pete.
okay.
That's me.
How dare you? I wouldn't click ever. That's you. Have I showed you guys the best of Pastor Jim Baker?
No.
No.
No? Oh my fucking god! How did I like skim over showing you guys this gold mine?
You were too busy showing us that guy who's on Call of Duty, friend to suck people's dicks.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's not gay unless you look him in the eye.
It's not gay. If you like, yeah.
I'm gonna pop with that Ethernet cord and suck your dick.
Well, yeah, some of them were, but you folkers have tried to kill me more than once.
Alright, let's send it over to you guys.
Okay.
You should definitely watch it.
Alright. While we're
Put that on stream. Put that shit on stream.
Maybe during intermission. I just that video I sent you guys that just appeared in my recommendation box, and that's all it was called. I had nothing else to go on. I clicked it. I was not disappointed.
Apparently it was trending because I saw it too. Like it was on there, and I didn't click on it, but
You're right.
I saw you send it to me. I'm like, all right,
If Gadden dies,
it's gotta be worth something.
he's only
He gets really high up there. I'm actually a little bit impressed. How's 500 creds sound? Make it 1,000. We got a deal.
Damn. This is going nuts.
It's not funny the first 2 times he does it, but like by the 3rd time you're just laughing your ass off.
Yeah. Like, but why is he in the sky?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole music video. And I don't even think that would have made it any more intelligible. All right, so
Is the title of this literally just a hat?
Yes, it is.
how about I just kill you instead? You could do that. You could, but why? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Hey, that was gold.
Right? Oh, I got one of his T-shirts. It's a T-shirt of Pepsi Man jacking off.
Pepsi Man.
So what should I go with, the S8 Plus or the Note 8?
I heard the S8 Plus. No, or is it the S9? They're taking out the fucking headphone jack.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh.
I don't know. Nothing. No, honestly, nothing surprised me at this point.
It's like it's
Slap
just
on my nuts.
it's such a like you gain like nothing from doing it. You can maybe get a little bit of higher waterproof rating. That's about it. And then I have to deal with shitty. I have to carry around dongles, which I hate.
Well,
Or deal with
or
shitty Bluetooth headphones, which I also
I could just leave it attached to the headset. But, however, Razer is doing what like everybody should do, which is including this like really intense DAC adapter. I forgot exactly what it is. But just for it'll make your low impedance headphones just go nuts.
But I have higher impedance headphones, I believe.
Well, then you're
Jake,
fucked.
what about putting the giant fucking speaker on the back of your phone on your bezel?
On the back of the phone?
Wherever the fuck it was.
It was on the front. I would love to have a phone that has front-facing speakers,
So you can blast it on the bus, on the subway.
because that's what I hate about the Samsung is that when I'm holding it in bed, 5 inches from my face, my paw always just covers up the speaker grill, and it's super muffly. I have to adjust. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for a slight adjustment of the wrist. God damn it, my $900 smartphone has a muffled speaker because my hand is
What was
covering
that
it a little
fucking
bit.
phone that was actually pretty slick with it, where they pretty much just used the speaker that you would use for like getting phone calls as a front-facing speaker.
Oh, shit.
And
Is
I'm
it
like,
a
why
new
doesn't
one?
every phone do that?
It's a new one, right?
I think it was a few years ago, I think, or maybe 2. I don't know. Time's
'Cause I
funny
think-
for me now.
I think the new whatever, like all screen. I think it's a Huawei. No, it's not the Huawei. Shit,
The
dog.
Huawei.
I forgot what it is. It's got like an all ceramic body. It's not the Essential phone. It's some other just all screen ceramic phone.
Why
And,
ceramic?
I don't know. That shit's shiny though.
It seems like
Oh, you
asking
butt.
for trouble. There are no dents with that phone. It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Either it cracks and you're fucked, or it
Oh, that's
doesn't.
how it is with glass, but a little
Yeah, but
bit.
if
I think
there's
it,
metal under the glass, it's not a total loss. It's just
I think
ugly.
somebody did like a drop test on it, and there was like some ceramic that did chip off, like actually chip off like glass would done.
Remember when they like the Apple Watch was introducing an all ceramic body or something like that, and they interviewed
Ceramic.
Cardi about it?
Yeah.
They gave the greatest non-answer of all time.
It
He's
probably
like, it
won't
could be
feel-
good for X, Y, or Z reason, but it could also not be so good. I'm not going to commit to anything because I don't want my words twisted.
Yeah. Playing it smart.
Of course, Cardi plays it fucking smart. He plays it fucking money. Money is just money and research time. That's what he does.
Yeah, I took a class with him, and he went to China, and was student taught for the majority of the class.
Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of professors are like. I feel at the bigger universities.
Oh, for sure.
They're all just like, I'm doing research. Fuck the students.
Getting real sick of these smush faces dodging everything.